My cousin says best to stay. Hey, I take care of those fur babies.
You're not pitching in for gas money, you don't?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a cat person. You just don't get it.
Whatever. Enjoy playing fetch and driving for hours.
So what happened to the lady that I was
Have a great game, boss.
Kept asking for selfies and autographs.
Oh, that's gotta be frowned upon.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building. Soon, the only thing the Spurs will be thinking about is a win here at home. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is the big man with Butler slotting in at the 4. Fox is out there with the natural. And it's Hero into the 3 slot. And for the Spurs, Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then there's Washington. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Stanley in at center. And the latter half of the season, Greg, in your experience, did the games get easier or harder than it was earlier on?
Overall, I'd say it's harder later on. Physically, you're more banged up. And mentally, man, it's a long season, and that can wear on you as well.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Washington against Fox. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pass to Vassell. Pass to Washington. Puts up a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
The kick out to Fox. Adebayo with the screen on Washington. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And San Antonio has possession after the Heat pick up two. Johnson, the pass to Washington. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. That's tipped. Spurs passing it around. Vassell against Holmes. Back to Vassell. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And it's off from three-point range. Hero passes to Holmes. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oh, Holmes in position. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
It's blocked. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at San Antonio. Right now they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Spurs, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Just 2 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Holmes kicks to Hero. Hero gets a screen from Holmes. Inside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Now, here's Washington. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Rebound by the Heat. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Here's Wembanyama. Following the score by Miami, and the shot is good.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And Holmes throws it down.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now, here's Washington. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
To the paint. And again, shot good from Holmes.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Fox against Washington. Here's Wembanyama. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Three-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson against Hero. Just his first attempt.
Harassing defensively, Tyler Hero is a competitor who doesn't let his motor go cold.
And Holmes throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
So it's the Spurs now. The Heat getting the bucket. Count it. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Miami trailing. Outside, Fox. Passes it to Hero. And the pass to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Vassell against Adebayo. Now here's Vassell. D right on him. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned. The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call. On the court for the Heat, De'Aaron Fox out there with the natural. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Jaquez in at the 4. Bay, no good. Miami leading by 15. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Knicks was phenomenal. He ended up with 62 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Some really gaudy numbers from him. A show for the ages. We'll see if he has an encore tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And here is Washington, following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Washington passes to Stanley. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, they got into a nice flow this quarter.
Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Washington against Fox. There's the pass to Hero. To the inside, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Holmes. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
His versatility and unselfishness is what makes Jimmy Butler such a talented passer.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now an update on Victor Wembanyama from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. He said the foot is really sore right now and that he really can't put any weight on it. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. Adebayo kicks to Holmes. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. And another basket for Miami.
He usually lives in the paint, but you can't give him the mid-range. He'll knock it down.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 7. Bay in the post. Defended by Butler. Johnson outside. There's the screen for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Fox against Washington. Butler sets a screen for Fox. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Down low, Washington uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points for Ty Washington.
Good discipline from Vassell, moving the ball instead of waiting for a shot to show up.
Pass to Adebayo. Inside. And Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk, than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Vassell. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Driving the lane, here's Stanley, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Dyson Daniels checked in for Hero. Steve, there's a whole lot of young talent throughout the NBA, but which players to you stand out above the rest?
Kevin, there's the obvious ones like Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, SGA, John Moran, and Anthony Edwards. They are consistently growing as players. I am keeping my eye on a guy like Evan Mobley. He could be an all-time great defender.
Here's Fox, following the bucket by the Spurs. Fires from deep. And it's Butler missing. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Washington. He has 7. And here is Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Fox passes to Holmes. Adebayo high post. The 19-footer is on the money. Adebayo's got 7 points.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Vassell finds Washington. Passes to Stanley. Trying his luck from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Outside, Fox. Again, the Heat good for 2.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Vassell, and that one hits back iron. The Heat leading by 7. Back to Holmes. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Vassell. 10 points for him. Going inside. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Heat shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, every team needs rebounders. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. 5th on the list, Bam Adebayo.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for Bay. Heroes checked in for Miami. Spurs trail by 8. Now, Washington, 7 points in the game. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by Hero. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip. 54 seconds left in the first half. Washington against Fox. Now the pass to Wembanyama. Over Butler. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
To the paint. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Johnson with a screen on Butler. Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat leading by 10. Pass to Hero. And it's Stanley with the rebound. Stanley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Stanley, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific
hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, you look at both teams collectively, it seems like a toss-up. It could come down to individual matchups.
Yeah, there is some serious star power in this one. Feels like somebody's going to step up and have a monster night. All right, let's talk about the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the Spurs.
Well, they aren't getting a hand up on the...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Washington. And it's Stanley in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer, when I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Given everything he's got, Keldon Johnson's a guy you want on your side. Why? He doesn't let up.
Well, Heat leading by 6. To the middle, here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And the Spurs with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
No one gets from point A to point B faster than Fox. His explosiveness helps him on the break.
Holmes against Vassell. Pass to Johnson. There's the pick. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Hero. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. A rebound by the Spurs. Stanley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 20 feet out. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now, here's Washington. He has 7. Johnson outside. Launches a three. Rebound by the Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Johnson with a screen on Butler. Here's Wembanyama for three. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 17.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Hero on the wing, covered by Johnson. Holmes kicks to Butler. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Miami leading by 13. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Left side, Fox. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Pass to Stanley. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 7.
Inside, Johnson just muscles his way to shots. It's not easy to contain him down low.
Here's Holmes. Drops in the tray. And the Heat lead by 14.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Vassell, the pass to Stanley. Back to Vassell. A three from Wembanyama. Drains the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 20 points.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Fox from outside, and the Heat, another three.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Washington. 7 points in the game. Johnson outside. Wembanyama outside. Clock at 6. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Hero. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 14. And throughout his career, Steve, as we know, Tyler Hero has never been shy of the big moment. He loves it.
He thrives in games that are tight at the end. His great off-ball movement allows him to find looks, Kevin. Hero isn't afraid of stepping up with the game on the line.
And how about we check the numbers for De'Aaron Fox?
And looking at his splits, you can see he's taken more of a backseat in their offense in these last 10 games. His usage rate is down, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a period of fatigue.
Now, here's Washington. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Stanley, the pass to Vassell. Second chance shot. Stanley can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Adebayo. From the left block, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Adebayo's got 9.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Stanley, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Stanley, the pass to Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Left side, Butler. Back to Holmes. Hero against Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now, here's Holmes. He's covered closely. Hero fires from way outside. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. And there's the pass to Washington. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Bays checked in for San Antonio. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Vassell. Bay with it. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Inside, Holmes. Pass to Hockett. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 16. Passes it to Washington. Good work defensively by Holmes.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And Holmes throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Vassell. After the Heat pick up 2. Stanley, the pass to Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What a read from Butler. He timed
yet another bucket.
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the single-season 40-point game list. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Heat. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And seeing where the Heat are, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Now, here's Vassell. 12 points for him. Stanley, the pass to Johnson. Yes, that goes in.
Now that's some real strength. Johnson just out-muscling the D and getting it done.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass. Constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Down low, here's Holmes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Ty Washington. The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. Spurs trail by 16. Vassell with it. The pass to Bassey. There's the dish to Johnson. And it's San Antonio with another.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
The Heat leading by 14. Hero gets a screen from Holmes. Miami no good on that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Washington against Holmes. Now, here's Washington. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Holmes. Johnson left side. Pass to Vassell. Into the lane. Count that bucket. And that's now 9 points for Ty Washington.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Holmes kicks to Butler. To Holmes. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, here's Vassell. 12 points for him. Pass to Washington. Johnson against Butler. Back to Washington. Tries a 3. Miami grabs the miss. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
1:30 left to play in the third. Bay wide open, and he fires. Connects from three-point range. Bay's got 5 points now this quarter. Miami leading by 11. And it's Holmes off the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in rebounding. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Coleman's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Daniels subbed in for Butler. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 20. Lets it go. Rebounded by Holmes.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Hero passes to Daniels. Back to Hero. Now, here's Holmes. He's tightly guarded. Hacked on the shot. And he'll have 3 chances at the line.
And a good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job.
Spurs making a switch here. Stanley's checked in. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. The natural comes in for Hero. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Holmes wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Holmes got 48.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
On the court for the Heat, we've got the natural. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Daniels out there with Adebayo. And it's Jaquez in at the power forward. Passes it to Wembanyama. A three ball. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Gets an open look and hits.
More and more comfortable facing up and knocking down jumpers. Bam Adebayo's game continues to grow.
Shots good by Wesley.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wesley. The pass to Wembanyama. And here's Bay. Here's Branham. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
The Heat leading by 23. Pass to Holmes. To the paint. Here's Hero. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Hero produces across the board. Some guys have potential. Others just get it done.
Fox against Washington. Pass to Johnson. Now Vassell. And they'll get another chance. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 22.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Fox. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
San Antonio calls timeout. Daniels, he's checked in for the Heat. Spurs shooting well. They're at 45%. Passes it to Johnson. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And he comes up with the deuce. 24 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Clean pass by Keldon Johnson to set up the shooter beautifully. What a play.
Inside. Driving to the basket. Wembanyama. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Wembanyama's got 12 points here in the second half. Hero passes to again. What an avalanche.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out. Here's Wembanyama. Shoots the 3, drills it from outside. He has 29.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Daniels kicks to Hero. Here's Holmes. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Washington. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Butler with the jam.
Give him a lane, and Jimmy Butler will exploit it.
The Spurs shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Washington against Holmes. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's good from long range.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
To the middle. Rebound San Antonio. Stanley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson sends the screen for Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Stanley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Wembanyama against Butler. Wembanyama outside. Knocked loose. Butler with the steal. To the inside. Holmes with the steal. The pass to Coleman from downtown. And again, Miami with the triple.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Stanley. Holmes against Washington. Here's Vassell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Johnson over to help. Kicks it out to Hero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hero's got 20.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, fourth of the game.
Pass to Stanley. So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Vassell finds Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. And the basket by Stanley.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And for the Heat, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Shots good from Butler.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the natural.
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Here's Miami now. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Holmes off the drive. Here's the hook. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now, Vassell. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going.
I'd like to buy it.